Wagon, a film featuring John Wayne and Kirk Douglas, hit theaters in 1967. Directed by Burt Kennedy, the movie showcases a captivating tale with thrilling action intertwined with moments of humor. Marvin Schwartz took the reins as producer, adapting the script from Claire Huffaker's own novel, ensuring that the film stayed true to the excitement of the source material. Universal Pictures handled the release and distribution, ensuring that audiences across the nation could enjoy this engaging Western. As filming progressed, tensions simmered between John Wayne and Kirk Douglas, stemming from their contrasting styles and approaches to the craft. Their rivalry turned personal, leading Wayne to take retaliatory actions that stirred the set. While collaborating on scenes, sly jokes and playful jabs escalated to more serious challenges, testing both actors' resolve and camaraderie. These moments sparked stories among the crew, hinting at an intensity that lay beneath the surface of their on-screen partnership. This unique dynamic added a layer of complexity to a film that, on the outside, seemed to glide through typical Western tropes. The War Wagon features a remarkable supporting cast that enhances the film's appeal. Joanna Barnes, Bruce Dern, Howard Keel, Robert Walker Jr., and Keenan Wynn all contribute to the rich tapestry of characters that populate this Western. Each actor brings their unique flair, creating a dynamic interplay that keeps the audience engaged throughout the story. In a significant departure from his usual roles, John Wayne portrays a villain in this film, marking one of the first times he takes on such a character. This shift is intriguing, as Wayne is typically known for his heroic portrayals. His performance as a bad guy is compelling, and showcases his versatility as an actor. The success of this role raises questions about why he had not explored this darker side of his character earlier in his career. The film allows Wayne to delve into a more complex persona, providing a fresh perspective on his acting abilities. The combination of a strong supporting cast and Wayne's unexpected role creates a memorable cinematic experience that stands out in his filmography.
That's it.
The story unfolds with a daring plan led by a character who is determined to reclaim what was lost. He assembles a band of misfits and outcasts, each with their own unique skills and backgrounds. Their target is the War Wagon, a heavily armored vehicle that is not only a symbol of wealth, but also a fortress on wheels. This wagon is under the control of an old enemy, played by Kirk Douglas, who has surrounded it with a formidable force of 32 guards and a powerful Gatling gun. The tension builds as the group prepares for the heist, knowing that the odds are stacked against them. The War Wagon itself becomes a character in the film, showcasing its impressive design and the challenges it presents to those who dare to approach it. As the plot thickens, the band must navigate their differences and work together to outsmart their adversaries. The film captures the essence of adventure and the thrill of the chase, making it a memorable experience for viewers. The elaborate wagon and the dynamic between the characters drive the narrative forward, leading to an exciting climax that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. In The War Wagon, one of the standout elements is the cynical dialogue shared between John Wayne and Kirk Douglas. Their interactions are filled with wit and a sense of humor that adds depth to the film. A memorable scene occurs when they decide to enlist some Native Americans to help them create a diversion. They use an old trick where the Indians drag branches behind their horses to kick up dust, making it appear as if they are being attacked. This clever ruse is meant to deceive Bruce Cabot, who is unaware of their plan. During this moment, Douglas turns to Wayne and asks, "You don't suppose they'd fall for an old Indian trick again, do you?" Wayne's response is both confident and humorous as he replies, "They'd better." This exchange not only highlights their camaraderie but also showcases the film's blend of action and humor. The dialogue captures the essence of their characters, revealing their resourcefulness and the playful banter that defines their relationship. The scene is a perfect example of how the film balances tension with lighthearted moments, making it an engaging watch. The film was based on Claire Huffaker's novel called Badman, which was published in 1957. Huffaker, a talented writer, claimed that he wrote the novel in about 10 days, showcasing his ability to craft engaging stories quickly. The narrative of Badman captured the attention of many, leading to its adaptation for the big screen. In June of 1966, John Wayne announced that he had signed a two-picture deal with Universal Studios. This deal included the production of The War Wagon and another film titled The Green Beret. Wayne's involvement in these projects generated excitement among fans and the film industry alike. His star power and the promise of action-packed stories made both films highly anticipated. The War Wagon, with its blend of adventure and Western themes, aimed to attract audiences who enjoyed tales of outlaws and the rugged American frontier. The collaboration between Wayne and Universal Studios marked a significant moment in cinema as it brought together a legendary actor and a major studio to create memorable films. The adaptation of Huffaker's work into a film was a testament to the enduring appeal of Western stories and the talent of those involved in bringing them to life.
Lomax?
Morning, Lomax.
What do you want?
The films would be co-produced between John Wayne's company, Baychak Productions, and producer Marvin Swartz. This collaboration marked a significant moment in the film industry as it brought together two influential figures in Hollywood. The War Wagon was based on a story by the talented author Marvin H. Albert, and it was the 11th book of the writer Claire Huffaker that was sold to the movies. Huffaker's success in the film industry was notable, as his works were often adapted into popular films. As a result of this growing recognition, Trident Publishing put him under contract to write a book a year for 5 years. This contract not only highlighted Huffaker's talent, but also his importance in the Western genre during that era. The partnership between Baychak Productions and Swartz allowed for a unique blend of storytelling and production quality, contributing to the film's appeal. The War Wagon stands as a testament to the fruitful collaboration between these creative minds and the lasting impact of Huffaker's literary contributions to cinema. In July of 1966, Burt Kennedy signed on to direct the film The War Wagon. This marked the beginning of an exciting project that would soon feature Kirk Douglas as a co-star, a casting announcement made in the same month. The filming process began on September 19, 1966, and lasted for a total of 12 weeks. The production team chose Durango, Mexico, as the primary filming location, taking advantage of the region's stunning landscapes that fit the film's Western theme. Additionally, many interior shots were filmed in Mexico City, allowing the filmmakers to utilize the rich cultural backdrop of the city. The combination of these locations contributed to the film's authentic feel, immersing viewers in the world of the Old West. The collaboration between Kennedy and Douglas brought a unique energy to the project, making it a memorable entry in the Western genre. The dedication to capturing the essence of the story through these carefully selected locations played a significant role in the film's overall success.
'Cause it will.
The collaboration between the Hollywood team and the Mexican crew during the making of The War Wagon was a remarkable example of effective teamwork. This relationship was crucial in ensuring that the film's production went smoothly. The writer of the original novel and the screenplay was actively involved on set for the first 3 weeks and the last 3 weeks of filming. His presence allowed for immediate feedback and adjustments to the script, which contributed to the film's overall quality. Throughout the production, several changes were made to the script, reflecting the dynamic nature of filmmaking. The writer's engagement with the cast and crew fostered a creative environment where ideas could be exchanged freely. This collaboration not only enhanced the film's narrative, but also strengthened the bond between the American and Mexican teams, showcasing how diverse talents can come together to create a successful project. The seamless integration of different cultural perspectives enriched the storytelling, making The War Wagon a memorable film. The film featured extensive second unit work, particularly in the area of stunt work, which was supervised by Cliff Lyons. This added a layer of excitement and authenticity to the action sequences, showcasing the skills of the stunt performers involved. The film's thrilling moments were enhanced by the careful planning and execution of these stunts, making them a memorable part of the viewing experience. In numerous scenes throughout the movie, audiences can spot John Wayne wearing a distinctive silver bracelet. This bracelet is not just a piece of jewelry, it carries a story of its own. It was a gift from tribesmen that Wayne received during one of his visits to Vietnam. The bracelet became a personal symbol for Wayne, and its presence in many of his films adds a unique touch to his character. This detail reflects Wayne's connection to the cultures he encountered, and his appreciation for the gifts he received. The combination of skilled stunt work and Wayne's meaningful bracelet contributes to the film's lasting impact and charm.
Sure hate being away from you.
Well, I'm afraid that's how it's...
Ed Ames, a talented actor and singer, performs the opening theme song War Wagon, which sets the tone for the film. The song captures the spirit of adventure and the challenges faced by the characters. It is a memorable piece that resonates with the audience, drawing them into the story right from the start. Now, the War Wagon itself plays a crucial role in the film. This unique vehicle is not just a mode of transportation, it symbolizes the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the characters. Built primarily from plywood and other lightweight materials, the War Wagon is designed for both speed and maneuverability. Its construction reflects the practical needs of the characters as they navigate through various obstacles. To enhance its appearance, the War Wagon is painted to resemble iron, giving it a formidable look. This clever design choice adds to the film's visual appeal and helps to create a sense of authenticity. The War Wagon becomes a central element in the plot, representing the characters' determination and their quest for justice. Its presence is felt throughout the film, making it an iconic part of the story. The combination of Ed Ames' stirring theme song and the innovative design of the War Wagon contributes significantly to the film's overall impact, making it a memorable experience for viewers.
Mr. Pearson, get fresh horses. I want you to rendezvous.
It is fascinating to consider the work of prop designers in films like The War Wagon. These talented individuals have a unique ability to transform ordinary materials into convincing representations of something entirely different. In this movie, the props are crafted to look like heavy iron structures, which adds a layer of authenticity to the Western setting. The designers use various techniques to achieve this illusion, often employing lightweight materials that can be easily manipulated on set. The sound design plays a crucial role in enhancing this illusion. When heavy iron doors are opened and closed, the sound effects are carefully crafted to mimic the deep, resonant clang of real iron. This attention to detail helps to immerse the audience in the film's world, making them believe that the props are indeed made of solid metal. The combination of visual and auditory elements creates a seamless experience, allowing viewers to suspend their disbelief and fully engage with the story. The skill of prop designers is often overlooked, yet their contributions are vital to the overall impact of a film. In The War Wagon, the ability to create convincing props that sound and look like iron adds to the film's authenticity and helps to transport the audience to a different time and place. The dedication and creativity of these designers are what make the cinematic experience so rich and enjoyable. For many years, the deteriorating remains of the War Wagon from the 1967 movie The War Wagon were on display in the Boneyard at Universal Studios. Visitors on the backlot tour could see this iconic prop along with many others that had been used in various films. The Boneyard was a place where movie history was preserved, yet many of the items were simply sitting there, wasting away. The War Wagon, a significant piece of the film, captured the imagination of those who saw it. As time went on, the wagon was eventually moved to Universal Studios in Orlando during the 1990s. This relocation allowed a new generation of fans to appreciate its history and the role it played in the film. The War Wagon, with its unique design and connection to the Western genre, remains a symbol of the era and the creativity of filmmakers. The journey of the War Wagon reflects the broader story of how props and sets are treated after a film's release, often becoming forgotten relics of cinematic history. The Boneyard at Universal Studios served as a reminder of the past, showcasing the remnants of beloved films. The War Wagon's presence there was a testament to the lasting impact of the War Wagon and its place in the hearts of moviegoers. As it transitioned to Orlando, it continued to be a part of the narrative of film history, inviting curiosity and nostalgia from those who encountered it.
Well, now you take it any way you want.
It's fascinating to note that one of the hubs of the wagon in the War Wagon has its origins in a piece of John Deere farm equipment. This connection is highlighted by the John Deere name being cast directly into the hub, showcasing a unique blend of agricultural history and cinematic storytelling. The film features a Gatling gun that employs a long stick magazine to feed bullets into the weapon. This magazine is designed to attach to the top of the gun, positioned perpendicular to the barrel. However, the design of the wagon's gun turret presents a challenge. It leaves no room for the magazine to be properly mounted. As a result, when the gun is firing, it becomes quite evident that there are no magazines attached. This detail adds an interesting layer to the film, as it highlights the practical limitations of the wagon's design, while also emphasizing the action-packed nature of the scenes. The combination of the John Deere hub and the Gatling gun's unique feeding mechanism creates a memorable visual that stands out in the film's narrative. The juxtaposition of agricultural equipment with a weapon of war serves as a reminder of the diverse elements that can come together in storytelling, making the war wagon a notable entry in the Western genre. The film's attention to detail, even in the design of its props, contributes to its overall charm and appeal. Burt Kennedy made a significant sacrifice when he directed the war wagon. He chose to give up half of his salary to hire Kirk Douglas for the film. This decision might seem remarkable at first glance, as it shows a commitment to the project and a belief in the star power that Douglas would bring. However, it is important to consider the financial implications of this choice. Kennedy's contract likely included a percentage of the film's profits. By investing in Douglas, he was not just spending money, he was strategically positioning the film for greater success. With both Kirk Douglas and John Wayne as the leading actors, the film had a strong chance of performing well at the box office. This meant that while Kennedy sacrificed immediate income, he was potentially setting himself up for greater earnings in the long run. The combination of these two iconic actors could attract larger audiences, leading to higher profits. Kennedy's decision reflects a calculated risk, one that could pay off significantly if the film resonated with viewers. His willingness to prioritize the film's success over his immediate financial gain illustrates a deep understanding of the industry and a commitment to creating a memorable cinematic experience. This kind of foresight is often what separates successful directors from those who struggle to make an impact. The collaboration between Kennedy, Douglas, and Wayne ultimately contributed to the film's legacy, showcasing the importance of strategic decisions in filmmaking. In the 1967 movie The War Wagon, Howard Keel took on the role of Levi Walking Bear, a character that sparked considerable debate among audiences and critics. Many viewers were not pleased with Keel's portrayal of an Indian character, which they felt was a misstep in casting. This criticism stemmed from the fact that Keel was primarily known as a musical star, having made a name for himself in Hollywood during the golden age of musicals. However, the landscape of Hollywood had changed, and musicals were not being produced as frequently during that time. Keel's decision to accept the role was driven by financial necessity. He needed to pay the bills, and taking on a role in a Western film was a way to secure income when other opportunities were scarce. Despite the backlash regarding his casting, Keel's performance brought a unique presence to the film. His experience in musical theater likely contributed to his ability to convey emotion and depth in a character that was otherwise criticized. The role of Levi Walking Bear, while controversial, became one of the notable aspects of The War Wagon, highlighting the challenges actors faced in adapting to the changing film industry. Keel's involvement in the film serves as a reminder of the complexities surrounding casting decisions and the impact of an actor's previous work on audience expectations. The film itself, while a Western, also reflects the broader cultural conversations of the time regarding representation and authenticity in Hollywood. In the movie The War Wagon, Kirk Douglas rides a horse that many believe could be the same one he rode in the classic film Spartacus. This speculation arises from various comments made by fans and film enthusiasts who have noted similarities in the horse's appearance and demeanor. While there is no definitive proof to confirm this theory, the idea has gained traction among those who appreciate Douglas's work in both films. Kirk Douglas, known for his strong screen presence and dynamic performances, often formed a special bond with the horses he rode in his films. The horse in The War Wagon showcases the same level of skill and training that Douglas displayed in Spartacus. This connection adds an interesting layer to the viewing experience, as audiences may find themselves reminiscing about the epic battles and dramatic moments from both films. The possibility that the horse is the same one used in Spartacus highlights the continuity and craftsmanship in filmmaking during that era. It reflects the dedication of the filmmakers to create a seamless experience for viewers, even across different projects. This connection between the two films serves as a reminder of the rich history of cinema and the enduring legacy of actors like Kirk Douglas.
To use nitro,
Nitroglycerin?
which is in a safe that you'll have to open.
Forget it.
During the filming of The War Wagon, there were reports that Howard Keel threatened to punch John Wayne if the older actor grabbed hold of him again. This incident highlighted some tension on set, as both actors were strong personalities in Hollywood. Keel, known for his powerful voice and presence, may have felt overshadowed by Wayne's legendary status. Later, in 1968, Keel turned down a role in The Green Berets, a film that starred Wayne. He claimed that his reason for declining was due to a prior commitment to a theater tour. However, some speculate that his irritation with Wayne could have played a part in his decision. The dynamics between the two actors during the filming of The War Wagon may have influenced Keel's choice, suggesting that their relationship was not entirely smooth. This situation reflects the complexities of working in the film industry, where personal feelings can sometimes affect professional decisions. The tension between Keel and Wayne adds an interesting layer to the history of The War Wagon, showing that even in the world of entertainment, conflicts can arise among talented individuals.
Pierce, ain't nobody figuring on finding $500,000 worth of gold in Pierce's own flour barrels.
In the film The War Wagon, John Wayne's fight scene in the saloon marks a significant milestone in his career, being noted as his 500th on-screen fight. This detail adds an interesting layer to the scene, showcasing Wayne's long-standing presence in the film industry. The tally of his fight scenes might have been kept by one of his assistants, or perhaps even by Wayne himself, reflecting his dedication to his craft. Throughout his career, Wayne became known for his rugged persona and action-packed roles, often engaging in physical confrontations that captivated audiences. The saloon fight in The War Wagon is a prime example of his ability to blend action with storytelling, creating memorable moments that resonate with viewers. This particular scene not only highlights his fighting skills, but also serves as a testament to his enduring legacy in Western cinema. As Wayne navigates the chaos of the saloon, his experience shines through, making the fight feel authentic and engaging. The choreography and intensity of the scene contribute to the film's overall excitement, reminding audiences of Wayne's status as a legendary figure in Hollywood. The fact that this fight was his 500th adds a layer of significance, marking a moment of reflection on his extensive body of work and the impact he had on the genre. Wayne's ability to portray strength and resilience in such scenes has left a lasting impression on fans and filmmakers alike. His fight scenes have become iconic, and this particular moment in The War Wagon stands out as a celebration of his career and contributions to the film industry.
That's 2 cents.
Kirk Douglas stood out in Hollywood for his unique approach to names and nicknames. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he did not refer to John Wayne as Duke. This choice stemmed from his personal dislike for nicknames in general. Douglas preferred to use people's real names, believing that it added a level of respect and authenticity to their relationships. This was not just a quirk of his personality. It reflected a broader philosophy he held about identity and recognition in the film industry. Interestingly, Yakima Kanat, a renowned stuntman and second unit director, shared a similar sentiment. Kanat, who was one of Wayne's oldest friends, also refrained from using the nickname Duke. Instead, he called him simply John. This choice highlights a mutual respect among these men, emphasizing their professional and personal connections without the embellishment of nicknames. In an industry where nicknames often signify camaraderie or affection, Douglas's stance was a notable exception. His approach to names was a reflection of his character and values, setting him apart from many of his peers. This preference for formality in names may have contributed to the way he was perceived in Hollywood, as someone who valued authenticity and directness in his interactions.
Indian expert.
Keenan Wynn's battered hat, worn in the movie The War Wagon, has a fascinating history. According to production notes, this hat originally belonged to Leslie Howard, who famously portrayed a Confederate cavalry officer in the classic film Gone with the Wind from 1939. After the film, MGM passed the hat on to Wynn, who first donned it during a screen test in 1942. This particular hat became a significant part of Wynn's identity as an actor. He cherished it so much that he wore it in every film he made thereafter. The hat's weathered appearance added a unique character to his roles, making it a memorable piece of his wardrobe. It is interesting to think about how an item like this hat can carry stories from different films and actors, connecting the past with the present. Wayne's connection to the hat reflects his dedication to his craft and the history of cinema itself. The hat symbolizes not just a character, but also the legacy of the films it has been a part of, showcasing the intertwining of Hollywood history and personal memorabilia.
Can't even speak English.
Pity.
Any limit?
Burt Lancaster turned down the role of Lomax in The War Wagon, a part that ultimately went to Kirk Douglas. Lancaster's decision was influenced by his reluctance to work alongside John Wayne. This choice highlights the complex dynamics that can exist between actors, especially in the context of Hollywood's competitive environment. John Wayne, despite being a legendary figure in Western films, had his own reservations about the final product of The War Wagon. He expressed that he was not particularly fond of the finished film. However, he did appreciate Kirk Douglas's performance as Lomax. Wayne found Douglas's portrayal to be quite humorous, showcasing a side of the character that resonated with audiences. This interaction between Lancaster's rejection and Wayne's mixed feelings about the film adds an interesting layer to the production history of The War Wagon. The film itself, while featuring a strong cast and engaging storyline, was shaped by these behind-the-scenes decisions and opinions, reflecting the personal relationships and professional choices that influence filmmaking. At the age of 49, Kirk Douglas showcased remarkable physicality in The War Wagon, performing most of his own stunts. This dedication to his craft highlighted his commitment to authenticity in his roles. Douglas, known for his intense performances, brought a unique energy to the film, which was complemented by his co-star, John Wayne. Despite their differing political views, the two actors maintained a good working relationship during the filming process. Wayne, a staunch conservative, and Douglas, who leaned towards liberal ideals, represented two sides of the political spectrum. Their contrasting beliefs did not hinder their ability to collaborate effectively on set. In fact, they often found common ground in their passion for storytelling and the film industry. Their interactions were marked by mutual respect, showcasing that even with significant political differences, professional camaraderie could thrive. This dynamic added an interesting layer to the film, as audiences could see two iconic figures from different backgrounds come together to create a memorable cinematic experience. The film itself became a testament to their ability to work together, despite their opposing views, reflecting a broader narrative about collaboration and understanding in a divided world. Their performances, combined with their personal dynamics, contributed to the film's lasting impact in the Western genre. During the production of The War Wagon, a significant incident occurred involving Kirk Douglas. He was late to the set because he was busy shooting a commercial endorsement for the Democratic governor of California, Edmund Brown. This delay did not sit well with John Wayne, who was known for his strong personality and work ethic. Wayne was furious about Douglas's tardiness. He completely blew his top and came unglued over the situation. The tension between the two stars was palpable, as both were prominent figures in Hollywood and had their own reputations to uphold. This incident highlighted the challenges of coordinating schedules in the film industry, especially when high-profile actors were involved. The clash between Douglas and Wayne added an unexpected layer of drama to the production, reflecting the pressures and dynamics of making a film during that era. The behind-the-scenes stories often reveal the complexities of relationships among cast members, and this particular episode became a notable part of the film's history. The production team had to navigate the fallout from this confrontation, ensuring that the filming continued smoothly despite the tensions. The incident remains a memorable anecdote from the making of The War Wagon, illustrating the sometimes volatile nature of Hollywood during the 1960s.
More or less.
Then I reckon
The very next day after filming, Wayne took a break from the set to shoot a commercial aimed at helping Republican candidate Ronald Reagan win the governor's race. This decision showcased Wayne's commitment to his political beliefs, while also highlighting his star power. The film The War Wagon opened at #1 at the domestic box office in 1967, a testament to its appeal and Wayne's popularity. It grossed almost $10 million in total, marking it as an overwhelming success. The combination of action, humor, and a strong cast, including John Wayne and Kirk Douglas, resonated with audiences. The film's engaging storyline and dynamic performances contributed to its box office triumph. Wayne's involvement in both the film and the political landscape of the time reflects the intersection of entertainment and politics during that era. The success of the War Wagon not only solidified Wayne's status as a leading man in Hollywood, but also demonstrated the influence of celebrity endorsements in political campaigns.
What's going on down there?
Sheriff, this drunk insulted the lady.
As our journey through the thrilling escapades of the War Wagon comes to a close, a new chapter is about to unfold. The film may have ended, but the stories of its remarkable cast linger on, holding secrets and surprises that will captivate your imagination. What became of the heroes and villains we've come to know? Did they ride off into the sunset, or did their paths take unexpected turns? Some found success in Hollywood, others ventured into different pursuits altogether, each with tales of triumphs and challenges. In our bonus segment, we peel back the layers of these actors' lives post-War Wagon, revealing where their journeys took them and how their iconic roles influenced their futures. Join us as we explore their career highs and lows, personal struggles, and moments that define their legacies. The war may have been won, but the stories of these talented individuals continue to unfold, waiting for you to discover what lies beyond the screen. Prepare for a closer look that will keep you on the edge of your seat. In the 1967 film The War Wagon, Kirk Douglas takes on the role of Lomax, a character marked by complexity and a deep-seated moral conflict. Lomax is a man driven by revenge, seeking justice against those who have wronged him. Douglas brings a physically commanding presence and intense depth to the role, embodying both strength and vulnerability. His performance resonates with audiences, making them reflect on the darker sides of loyalty and betrayal. Beyond his work in film, Douglas faced a tumultuous life marked by personal and professional challenges. He was involved in several scandals, most notably allegations of sexual misconduct, which haunted him throughout his career. His tumultuous marriage to Ann Bidens, while ultimately loving, had its share of struggles, including infidelities and long separations. Douglas also battled health issues. He suffered a stroke in 1996 that left him partially paralyzed, but refused to let it define him. His later years were spent in relative seclusion, yet he continued to inspire through his autobiography and philanthropic work. As of his last known information, Kirk Douglas passed away in February 2020 at the age of 103, leaving behind a legacy that is as rich in accomplishments as it is layered with the complexities of his life. His influence upon Hollywood and his candid revelations about his personal hardships remain a powerful testament to his resilience.
Qué bueno está, mano.
In the 1967 film The War Wagon, Howard Keel portrayed Levi Walking Bear, a character that embodies both strength and complexity. Keel's performance was marked by a stoic demeanor and a subtle charm, revealing the character's inner struggles and wisdom. The role, while significant, was a departure from Keel's famous musical performances, showcasing his versatility as an actor. As Levi, he navigated themes of loyalty and betrayal set against a backdrop of greed and revenge. In the years following the War Wagon, Howard Keel experienced notable highs and lows in his life. He faced personal hardships, including the dissolution of 2 marriages, and challenges with drinking, which affected his relationships and career. Despite these struggles, Keel maintained a strong presence in theater and television, often returning to his roots in musical theater. Yet, behind the scene, shadows of his past seemed to follow him. In the late 1980s, he was diagnosed with cancer, though he continued to work despite his health issues. By the time of his passing in 2004, Keel had left a lasting impact on both film and Broadway, but his life was marked by the dichotomy of fame and personal turmoil, weaving a narrative that remains both compelling and tragic. Bruce Cabot played Frank Pierce in the 1967 movie The War Wagon. In this role, he depicted a character marked by a complex mix of cunning and strength, navigating a rugged world of betrayal and greed alongside a band of anti-heroes. Cabot's performance breathed life into Pierce, making him a memorable part of this Western tale that involved themes of revenge and redemption, Despite his success in films like King Kong and numerous westerns, Cabot's life was filled with shadows. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism that contributed to a tumultuous career. His Hollywood life was marred by scandal when, in the 1960s, reports surfaced of his volatile relationships, including a fractious marriage that ended after a decade. After the decline of his film career in the late 1970s, he slipped into obscurity. Not much is known about his later years, shrouded in mystery, with sparse updates about his life. He passed away in 1972, leaving behind a legacy marked by both lasting film roles and a complex personal history that highlighted the darker sides of Hollywood. John Wayne's portrayal of Taw Jackson in the 1967 film The War Wagon adds depth to his typical rugged, heroic persona. Taw is a complex character, a man seeking vengeance against those who wronged him while navigating the treachery of the Old West. This role sits at the intersection of Wayne's traditional archetype and a more layered representation of vengeance and loyalty. After this film, Wayne's career continued to flourish, but not without its shadows. In the early 1970s, he faced severe health challenges, battling cancer, which culminated in a diagnosis that would haunt him until his death in 1979. Wayne's personal life was filled with turmoil, including multiple marriages and allegations of infidelity. He had strained relationships with many of his children and faced significant backlash for his political views, which some considered controversial and inflammatory. His steadfast support for conservative causes alienated some of his peers in Hollywood. Amidst his fame, Wayne struggled with alcohol dependency, often overshadowing his vast contributions to film with whispers of his off-screen difficulties. As of the last known information, his legacy endures, remembered for both the myths he crafted on screen and the darker truths of his life.
Well, I'm afraid that's how it's gonna have to be.
Don't let anything happen to you.
Gene Evans's portrayal of Deputy Hogg in the 1967 film The War Wagon stands out as a complex character caught between loyalty and moral ambiguity. Hogg serves as the right-hand man to the film's antagonist, reflecting a layered personality that challenges the viewer's perception of good and evil. Evans infused Hogg with a sense of rugged determination, embodying the heart of a conflicted man struggling with his choices in a morally gray world. Born in 1922, Gene Evans crafted a solid career in film and television, earning respect for his performances in westerns and dramas. His career spanned several decades, but personal struggles haunted him. Following the success of The War Wagon, Evans faced numerous hardships. He battled alcoholism, which affected his personal life and career trajectory. Several relationships crumbled under the weight of his addiction, leading to alienation from family and friends. Despite these struggles, Evans remained a dedicated performer, appearing in various roles until his later years. He retreated from the spotlight toward the end of his life, preferring to stay out of public discussions. Gene Evans passed away in 1990 at the age of 67, leaving behind a legacy marred by both talented performances and the shadows of personal demons. The details of his life remain mostly silent, a testament to the complexities of fame and the unseen battles waged within.
Mujeres. Si mi tribu y mis guerreros les conviene, yo lo hago.
He will do it.
Joanna Barnes portrayed Lola in the 1967 film The War Wagon, showcasing her talent in a role that perfectly balanced charm with deception. Lola is a captivating character who plays a pivotal part in the movie's unfolding drama. This role highlighted Barnes' ability to embody complex female characters, helping her gain recognition in Hollywood during a time when such roles were rare. Barnes had a career that spanned several decades, beginning in the 1950s as a model and actress. She appeared in various television shows and films, often typecast as the alluring femme fatale. However, her career faced challenges as the industry transitioned to new forms of storytelling in the 1970s, which diminished her acting opportunities. Beyond her professional challenges, her personal life was marked by hardships. She experienced a tumultuous marriage to actor and producer Richard C. Breen, which ended in divorce. This period was filled with personal struggles and public scrutiny. In the 1980s, she reinvented herself as an accomplished author, writing several books that often delved into her life experiences. The last known information about Joanna Barnes indicates she has maintained a relatively private life since stepping away from the spotlight, focusing on her writing and personal interests. Her legacy as a talented actress and insightful author continues to be remembered.
Whoa, wagon.
So that's it.
Bruce Dern portrayed the character Frank Hammond in the 1967 film The War Wagon. Hammond is a complex figure, a character marked by betrayal and ambition. Dern's performance imbues Hammond with a sense of desperation and moral ambiguity, making him a compelling antagonist in the film. This role showcased Dern's ability to convey a mixture of charm and danger, setting the stage for his evolving career. Following The War Wagon, Bruce Dern's career continued to thrive, but not without challenges. He faced periods of typecasting and struggled to find substantial roles. His personal life was equally tumultuous. In the 1970s, he was embroiled in a high-profile incident when he accidentally shot and killed a man during a hunting trip, a tragic event that cast a shadow over his reputation. Dern also dealt with personal hardships, including the complexities of his relationships, notably with actress Diane Ladd, with whom he had a daughter, actress Laura Dern. In later years, Dern found renewed success, earning accolades for performances in films like Nebraska and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. As of October 2023, he remains active in the industry, still captivating audiences with his intense performances while reflecting on a life rich with both triumph and turmoil.
Lomax.
In the 1967 film The War Wagon, Sheb Wooley portrayed Snyder, a character that encapsulated the complex morality of the American West. Wooley's performance as Snyder showcased a blend of shrewdness and vulnerability, making him a memorable presence against the backdrop of the film's rugged landscape. Though his role was secondary, it provided moments of tension and insight that enriched the narrative. Wooley's career extended beyond acting. He was a successful singer and songwriter, best known for his novelty hit The Purple People Eater. However, his life was punctuated by struggles. He battled with personal demons, including financial difficulties that stemmed from the often fickle nature of show business. A tumultuous marriage ended in divorce, complicating his already challenging life. Interestingly, Wooley faced a severe health scare in the 1980s when he was diagnosed with cancer. He ultimately overcame that battle, but continued to grapple with the emotional toll of his past. He remained active in the industry until his death in 2003, leaving behind a legacy infused with the eerie quiet of a man who had lived many lives, marked by both triumphs and deep sorrows.
How about a drink?
Un trago.
Valora Nolan portrayed the character Kate in the 1967 film The War Wagon. Her role was marked by a blend of toughness and vulnerability, showcasing the struggles of women in difficult circumstances. Nolan brought a depth to Kate that resonated with audiences, highlighting themes of loyalty and survival against the harsh backdrop of the Old West. Following The War Wagon, Nolan faced challenges in both her personal and professional life. Her career was overshadowed by a series of personal hardships, including her battle with mental health issues. Nolan became embroiled in notable scandals that affected her reputation in Hollywood. One such incident involved a high-profile relationship marked by controversy, which led to her withdrawal from the public eye for a period. This retreat away from acting allowed her time to focus on recovery, but it also further isolated her from the industry. As of the last known information, Valora Nolan remains a figure shrouded in mystery. Few details are available about her later years, and she has largely faded from public consciousness. The exact circumstances of her life post-acting are unclear, leaving many questions unanswered about a woman who once captured the screen with her compelling performances. Keenan Wynn took on the role of Wes Fletcher in the 1967 film The War Wagon, portraying a character steeped in manipulation and betrayal within the world of westerns. Wynn's performance was marked by an intense gravitas, encapsulating the ruthless dynamics of his character, who was an ally turned adversary. This role showcased his ability to delve into the darker aspects of human behavior, foreshadowing the complexities that he later faced in his own life. Wynn's career spanned several decades, but his personal life was shadowed by struggle. Born to a prominent show business family, he faced immense pressure to succeed. His battles with alcoholism emerged during the height of his career, leading to strained relationships and a tarnished reputation in Hollywood. An attempt to combat these demons in the late 1970s resulted in termination from several projects, highlighting the cruel nature of fame and the intricate balance of maintaining it. Despite the challenges, Wynn found solace in acting, continuing to perform in various films and television shows until his later years. His final performances reflected a faded star grappling with the legacy of his past. Wynn passed away in 1986, leaving behind a complex narrative that intertwined talent with personal darkness, a cautionary tale of the allure and perils of the entertainment industry. Last known reports suggest an ongoing appreciation for his work, ensuring his legacy continues to resonate in American cinema. Chuck Roberson played the role of Brown in the 1967 film The War Wagon. His character was a loyal and tough ally, showcasing Roberson's ability to embody rugged masculinity and resilience. This role was significant in his career, as it highlighted his talent in westerns, a genre that defined much of his work. Roberson's career began in the 1950s, where he often worked as a stuntman and actor. He was known for his physicality and presence, appearing in numerous films alongside major stars. However, his life was not without challenges. Roberson faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career. He was involved in a notable scandal when he was accused of being part of a stuntman union dispute, which led to tensions in Hollywood. In his later years, Roberson continued to work in the industry but faced declining health. He passed away in 2003, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a life marked by both triumph and turmoil. The last known information about him reflects a man who fought through personal demons while contributing significantly to the film industry. In the 1967 film The War Wagon, Robert Walker Jr. portrayed Billy Hyatt, a character marked by complex motivations and ties to betrayal and loyalty. Walker's performance as the young sidekick to John Wayne's lead was notable, but his career faced turbulence following this film. Born into an acting family, he struggled to escape the shadow of his father, Robert Walker, a star of the previous generation. Walker Jr.'s career saw peaks with supporting roles in various films and television series, yet he often battled with personal demons. His life was plagued by scandals and hardships, including struggles with addiction and the challenges of being in a volatile industry. He faced public scrutiny, particularly after a high-profile arrest for drug possession. The shadow of his father's tragic death loomed over him, leading many to speculate about the toll family legacy took on his mental health. As years passed, Walker faded from the limelight, and his last reported appearances were in fan conventions and interviews, reflecting on his past work. The most recent accounts suggest he has retreated from the public eye, living a quieter life away from the media hustle. His journey depicts a poignant tale of talent, burdened by legacy and personal challenges, leaving behind a story that resonates with the harsh realities many actors face.
We don't serve Indians.
I serve myself.
As we wrap up our journey through The War Wagon, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible talent that brought this film to life. From John Wayne's tough, yet charming presence to Kirk Douglas' cunning portrayal of the villain, each actor left a mark on the movie and on our hearts. Many of them faced challenges in their careers, from Wayne's battle with health issues later in life to Douglas dealing with the complexities of Hollywood during a transformative era. Did you watch this film in your childhood? Perhaps it sparked your love for westerns or introduced you to the legendary stars of that time. Think about those memories of excitement, laughter, or even tension as you sat captivated by the daring heists and the camaraderie of unlikely partners. We invite you to share your stories with us. What do you remember about watching The War Wagon? Did it inspire your own adventures or shape your understanding of friendship and loyalty? Please share your memories in the comments below.
$100 a day plus $500 when I use my gun. That's $1,200. I'm calling in your marker.
Now?